What is today, guys? It's Sunday, 7/26/2015. Yeah, the global crash, global changeover, global slowdown, global everybody eat dog shit. It is happening, and it's happening right in front of your face. It's happening right now. It's happening as we speak. I mean, you got Chinese stock markets imploding. You got New York Stock Exchange shutting down for no apparent reason. You got commodity markets crashing. You got the drama in Greece where they specifically and absurdly, directly violated the people's vote, and the people just sit there and do nothing, which I think is ironic and ludicrous, but whatever. Getting back to the point, yeah, guys, you've got the big catalyst that I was talking about in the last video, $700 trillion in gold, 500 trillion, 600 trillion, whatever. That's the big catalyst behind the scene. That's why everything's getting lopsided, everything's getting obtuse, everything's getting out of alignment. And it's precipitating out in the appendages of the markets, okay? Bond market is imploding. You could have $10, $20 million in bonds. I don't care where they come from. I don't care what country they come from. Nobody wants the bonds. Nobody wants the frickin' paper. They're worthless. Or, I don't know, 20% off face value, 10% off face value. Metals market is imploding. There's wholesale shortages all over the place. People are scrambling for whatever real asset they can get their hands on. Liquidity is completely dried up. There is no liquidity. And these are all just signs of a quickening of the crash, the changeover, and the new system will be implemented. I don't know when exactly it's going to happen. It is an ongoing process. It's happening right now. If you guys feel that you need to get prepared, fine. If you don't feel like you need to get prepared, fine. I mean, you know, Greece's banks were shut down for weeks and weeks and weeks. Yeah, there was no food on the shelves, but did you hear of anybody starving? Did you hear of Greece having major medical problems? Did you hear of Greece having any real super social issue problems? No. So what I'm saying is that all these doomsdayers out there saying that economic calamity and the zombies are coming and get your 500 million rounds of ammo and build yourself a bunker and all that stuff. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up and stop scaring the people. Just be aware of what's going on, guys, and just be aware that, you know, market problems, dollar problems are problems of the elite, okay? They're not problems of the common man, because the system's going to implode, there's going to be a new system, and then there's going to be plenty to go around for everybody, okay? But again, the backdrop, the catalyst for all this is what I've been saying since April. It's these hundreds of trillions of dollars that space humans have taken in gold bullion from the Chinese, because the Chinese have been dragging their asses. Some Chinese, not all the Chinese, have been dragging their asses and not really pushing forward with the real change, okay? And you can see this quite deliberately in the acknowledgement or the new gold figure that the Chinese released, I don't know, a week ago, where they went from 1,054 ounces to 1,604 ounces. You only increased your gold holding by less than 600 tons. What did I say, ounces? Tons, I mean. The Chinese only increased their publicly stated gold hoard 600 tons. Yeah, okay. That can only mean one thing. They don't really want it to change. They really don't want it to change. If they really wanted it to change, release some real gold numbers. And that's just one indication. I could talk a lot. All I'm saying is guys, just be aware of the quickening, be aware of all of these market lockups, because that's what's happening. You're just having a breakdown in markets. I wouldn't be surprised if they shut down a lot more banks. I wouldn't be surprised if there was just a lot more change that's going to happen. It's going to happen in a relatively short period of time. I mean, if the metals market keeps going and you have a retail price of silver and or gold that's 3 times what the COMEX stated price is, well then you've just blown up the COMEX. The COMEX doesn't exist anymore. If the COMEX doesn't exist anymore, then the dollar's soon to follow and get devaluated. Do you see what I'm saying? So you've got a lot of very positive things out there, and I just want to do this recap. There's nothing really else I want to talk about today other than just be aware of what's happening. And we're getting to a point in this world, guys, where you got 7 billion people out there, and the perception of a calm, nice, quiet world is going away. And perception is the key. See, the Illuminati can do a lot of crazy things, but if the world decides that they don't want to follow them in their crazy antics, then the game's over. And that's what's happening right now, is the perception of market stability, the perception of government stability, the perception of sanity, the perception of, commodity prices, the perceptions of all different types of things is breaking down in the minds of humans all over the place, including the United States. That's why you see Donald Trump up there talking trash to all the political figures. Is because the Illuminati know this. They know that the public's psyche is on a razor's edge and it could flip any moment. And I don't mean flip into riotous activity. I mean flip into not listening anymore. Flip into, we don't need you, government, anymore. We're not going to listen to you, and we're not going to play your games anymore. That scares them more than riots. Because if they don't have the population at large following them, then they don't have anything. And that's what Donald Trump is doing there, is he is trying to persuade the people to follow him by having more aggressive tactics, talking trash to these political candidates, which are, he and the political candidates are on the same team, by the way, which I'm sure you guys know. And then most demonstratively, Donald Trump, if you look at history, has dropped out of the presidential race twice before because he's been threatened. Now he's being exonerated and promoted. So what has changed? Well, they just need a big mouth. They need a big mouth in there to make human emotions, Americans' emotions, feel like, oh, we're finally getting something. Oh, we're going to get someone in there that's going to take care of us. Well, if you buy that lie after all of the Bush presidencies, after the Obama presidency, after the Clinton presidencies, then you're just a fucking stupid idiot. You're just a stupid idiot. You deserve it. Well, I don't want to say you deserve it. I'm just going to say you're a stupid idiot and you need to grow up. Anyhow, so yeah, guys, just watch the unraveling, be aware of it, and it's all over the place. I mean, listen to Jim Willie, listen to Bill Holter, listen to Andy Hoffman. Those guys get a lot more detail than I do into the financial markets. I'm more into the space human thing, the big intel items that nobody else can get. That's what I'm into right now. So just listen to those guys. Listen to exactly what they're saying because they're spot on. It's all unraveling. It's a big unraveling. It's not a collapse. That's another thing I want to say. It's not a collapse. Everybody's scared. Everybody's, oh my God, it's a collapse. We can't live without the financial markets and the dollars and all these exchanges and the stock market, New York Stock Exchange. No, you can live without all of that. All of those things are control mechanisms that are being used to keep you down and keep you in prison, okay? So if those things blow up and implode and go away, that is the sign of freedom. 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 So don't be afraid of it. Embrace it and look at it for what it is, which is we don't need any of their fucking games. We don't need any of their fucking systems. We don't need any of them. That's the thing you got to get straight in your mind. And that's the thing what a lot of people on the internet don't want you to get straight. They want you to be afraid of losing the system. They want you to be afraid of losing the dollar. They want you to be afraid of all these financial markets that might implode. Good, go ahead, let them implode. I don't care. I don't give a fucking rat's ass. I got my neighbors, I got my friends, and we will survive and we will make it. Period. Period, period, period. Look at the bank shut down in Greece. Did you hear of any Grecians, any Greeks starving? Did you hear of it? You saw shelves, store shelves that didn't have any food, but did you hear of anybody starving? No. Did you hear of anybody dying? No. You just heard of people what? Without money. Well, Greeks, wake up, wake up. You don't need money. You don't need money. So anyhow, watch the quickening, the changeover. It's here, it's right in front of us. This is what everybody's been waiting for, okay? Again, the catalyst for this, the big catalyst behind the scenes, the $700 trillion I was talking about, 600 trillion, 500 trillion in the last video and about 3 videos ago. Yeah, that's the whole big catalyst. So it's here. Enjoy it, be attentive. If you want to prepare, prepare. If not, whatever, your decision. That's enough for today, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. This is it.